Hey everyone, so here we go with our next reading for day 4 of week 3, which is Monday, April the 6th. So this is our last few days before spring break, so let's make this a good week and trying to get caught up on our work if you need to, or whatever. Nobody wants to have to work over spring break, so you guys have been putting, a lot of changes in and, dealing with a lot of our phone calls, so we appreciate that. But, make this one an impactful week. So come Friday, when there's no school, you guys don't have to worry about anything, all right? So here we go. Please find your social studies stuff if you don't have it already. You may pause this video, but before you do, you're looking for the paper that says Week 3, Day 4, Section 3, the Northwestern Deserts. I will pause the video and let you guys find that. Alright guys, so hopefully you have what you need. I'm going to start reading here for the Section 3 Northwestern Deserts. Remember to use your highlighting skills that I've been going over in these videos to, underline some key facts that you can write down that you've learned. Alright, so the Northwestern Deserts. The northwestern part of outer China is known for its vast deserts. It means they have a lot of deserts, including the Taklamakan and Gobi, which are both harsh places to live and difficult to cross. The climate varies from sizzling hot in the summer to below freezing temperatures in the winter. The oases are the only places to cultivate crops or raise animals such as sheep. Oasis is an area that contains water, marshlands, things like that, where you can, crops and animals can actually live and survive. Evidence shows that in ancient times, shelters made of mud were sometimes built near oases. Think about that. Why would you have shelters built of mud near the oasis? Just think about that for a second. Okay, so mainly you have the water. When there's water, there's of course the dirt. I'm talking about land. You have that muddy water. What happens when you take muddy water and, kind of box it together, per se? You're making like little mini bricks. Okay, so that's why shelters in this area were found about that and not made out of other materials, because they had the materials there. The Taklamakan Desert. The Taklamakan Desert covers an area of about 105,000 square miles and is considered one of the most dangerous deserts in the world. In fact, its name means once you go in, you will not come out. Imagine that as a sign. You're entering that desert and you see that sign. I think I'd second guess myself of really going in there, but that's me. Desert winds cause huge sand dunes to shift and change, creating sandstorms that move at a stunning speed. Now, we've talked about the sandstorms in the beginning of week 3. We talked about that when I started this section off, on how dangerous those sandstorms could be. Legend says that 2 armies and 300 cities are buried 600 feet below the sand dunes. So think about it. Yeah, those sand dunes. Remember, I used the depiction of the cartoon character. When you're in the desert and you have the sandstorm coming, you lay down, you try to cover yourself up. Well, you're there for, remember we said, about hours. Sometimes it could be days. Okay, so there's this legend that apparently must have been a pretty bad sandstorm for 2 armies and 300 cities that are buried 600 feet down. 600 feet, that's a lot of feet down. As you might expect, the desert is too dry to have much vegetation. Very little can grow there. Bushes, weeds, and trees grow only near oases and along rivers. The Gobi Desert, stretching over 500,000 square miles. The Gobi Desert is one of the world's largest deserts. It covers part of China and present-day Mongolia. Unlike the Taklamakan Desert, the Gobi has very few sand dunes. Most of the desert is stony. Its surface is made up of pebbles and tiny bits of sand. Vegetation is sparse. Plants tend to be small and widely spaced apart. So I should have mentioned in the beginning when you guys were getting your social studies things together, and this was my fault. The ending of the section 3 is at the very top of week 1, day 4. So that little last part I read was at the very, very top, over top of that picture. So if you're looking for it and you're like, wait, where are you at? That's where I'm at. It was at the top of the next page there for week 4, day 1. Alright guys, so hopefully you were able to follow along and underline some 5 facts. Again, use your writing skills when you're putting your 5 facts together. You can use the same piece of paper. Just title it week 3, day 4, section 3, and put down your 5 facts in complete sentences. Okay? I'll see you guys in the next video.